We're here in Regent's Park, lovely part of the world. It's a crisp Friday morning.
Very crisp, very Friday. It's been a while.
It has been a while. How you been?
Yeah, I've been all right.
I say that as if I haven't seen you every day ever since our last PCO
Yeah,
car
no,
review.
we literally sit next to each other in the same desk.
Yes, driving me crazy. All right, moving on swiftly. So we're here to film a new PCO car. Any guesses as to what it is?
I don't know, I think I might need a few little clues.
Little clues. Okay, we can do that, Inspector Cluedo. So this car is exempt from the congestion charge until October 2021.
Okay, that's not a lot to go on.
Okay.
There's quite a few cars there, plug-ins.
All right, okay, let's
specifically.
narrow it down a little bit. So it's got an 8.9 kilowatt battery capacity, which does 39 miles.
Okay, get in there. Think I got an idea.
Okay, it's a plug-in hybrid, obviously.
All right, yeah.
And it's made by the South Koreans.
Okay. It's not going to be a Kia.
It's not a
I
Kia.
don't think their plug-in is an 8.9. Is it a Hyundai?
It is a Hyundai. Well done.
Okay.
It's the Hyundai Ioniq plug-in hybrid premium SE. All right, so we are here at the front end of the Hyundai plug-in.
Yeah,
First
starting from the
impressions.
front.
Now we're here. Hey. First impressions.
Yeah, first impression is nice car, looks good, doesn't scream out at me.
You're not feeling it. It doesn't hit you where it hurts.
Yeah, I mean, look, it looks functional. It looks, you know, the features look very well within the box. It looks like a nice car. I wouldn't spot it out of 1,000 cars though in a row.
Doesn't turn your head.
It doesn't turn my head. No, it takes a lot to turn my head though.
Yeah.
Ever since I had that neck injury many years ago.
Terrible times. So I'm going to say that it's kind of sleek and attractive. You've obviously got the LED headlights over here.
Yeah.
The blue ridge at the bottom
I
over
do
there.
like that, yeah.
Not quite sure what's happening with this Hyundai badge. It almost feels like it's a picture rather than an actual
is it a
thing.
picture?
I genuinely don't know. Let's have a little cheeky
Well, yeah.
look. It is a picture. It genuinely is a picture.
Right, well...
What is going on here?
Yeah.
All right, it's a fake badge.
That is a fake badge.
That's ruined this whole review, hasn't it? No, I'm kidding. All right. So overall, I'd say it's nice, but doesn't exactly turn heads.
Yeah.
Also, there's a front grille there as well.
Yeah, I do like the side lights though. I think they look kind of... they remind me a little bit of the Toyota Prius actually.
I thought it was going to say menacing there, but
yeah.
it didn't quite come out.
Not very. You know, if there was the least menacing car I'd say we've done in this review series so far, I'd say it's probably this car.
Yeah, I think we can finally agree on something. So yeah, that's a good start. All right, let's move over to the sides. So here we are at the side of the vehicle. We've got 16-inch alloy wheels.
Nice.
One actual little feature that I didn't even notice until earlier on is that if you've got the keys in your pocket, you can just, oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Saves you having to get the 2 seconds you save from getting the keys out your pocket.
See, like I was saying with the front, all right, it doesn't stand out at you.
Doesn't
but
blow you
I
away.
reckon, knowing Tom, our beautiful cameraman, I reckon with his editing
Stop
skills,
charming him.
you could probably film this in a way that, I don't know, even looks kind of luxury exec maybe.
Okay, well let's see what you can do. Cue the scene.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm sure you nailed it.
Okay, so we're here at the rear of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Do you want to make a kind of funny joke there about the rear?
No,
Okay, moving
I don't
on.
think rears are things
So
to be
we've got
joked about.
So we've got the rear LED headlights.
Yeah.
They're very efficient as well, so they will reduce energy used. So you can use the extra, get the extra miles on the road.
Is that because it's a plug-in, so they're looking at like energy efficiency?
They're trying to be smart about
optimization?
it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so we've got a lovely bumper design over here, dominated by strong horizontal elements, whatever that means.
I never like to be rear-ended,
No
but
one
I'd
does.
let this car end me from the rear.
I was expecting a joke of that caliber at some point, and it's finally come. All right, so I've got an extra thing to add to this, but there's a little bit of history behind it, and I want to get the wording right, so I'm actually going to read it straight from the website itself, just for you.
All right, some might say that's cheating.
Not today. So we've got the integrated rear spoiler, minimises turbulence and air resistance, whilst increasing the downforce for a more stable driving experience. How about that for starters? And just to add to it, we've got a rear view camera as well, so your parking isn't quite as good as mine, so you might benefit.
Hey, I
from
got a
this feature.
7.6, right? And
Was
I
it
fought hard for
7.6?
that
Was it?
7.6. Yeah,
that high?
because you were. Let's not get back
we're not
into
going-
that
we're not.
rigged competition.
Well, you know
of
what?
the
We let
parking
you
camera.
try out the rear parking camera later
check
on.
out our other videos and you'll see
Link up
what
here.
I mean, because that is
This
ridiculous.
Okay, so we'll test it out. But yeah, overall, I'm a fan of this. Yeah, it's nice.
I didn't even know that downward force was something that I hated, but you mentioning that this eliminates it makes me pretty sure that I don't want that in my life.
All right, so before we head in, check out the interior, the specs, and go for a quick, cheeky drive.
Can't wait.
Are you ready for the boot?
Yeah, you know me. I love a boot.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. All right, there it is in all its glory.
Right, interesting.
So we've got a lot of Tom's equipment here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5 pieces of equipment here, including bags and various random stuff.
Yeah, it's not the biggest boot I've ever seen. You know, you could probably say, you know, like when we saw the Nissan Leaf, maybe even the MG, that they were slightly bigger. Yeah. They obviously had some more foldable space in there.
I'd say it's a respectable size.
It's respectable. It will get the job done.
I would say one thing, there isn't really a dedicated section to put your charger and cable and equipment that goes with it. So that's a bit of a downside. There is space. It's a relatively big enough space, but it could be better in that sense.
Let's see what else this car has to offer.
Cool. Let's head inside.
Sure.
All right.
Here we are.
We're here. We're inside the Hyundai Ioniq plug-in hybrid premium SE.
Oh,
there we go.
If it wasn't that long, it wouldn't be worth it.
How are you feeling, by the way? Because I've got some things to tell you about this seat. Are you feeling comfy by any chance?
I'm feeling very comfy, actually. Why is that?
It's got lumbar adjustment.
Oh.
So I know you've had a few issues with the back and all that recently. So this should help you out. You know, driving 9-10 hours a day.
Well, my lumbar feels thoroughly adjusted, and I've got to say, because obviously I did, you know, tweak with this a little bit.
So I saw you fiddling with it earlier on.
Yeah, because if we're going to drive off, you know, I want to make sure that I'm kind of well adjusted in the right position.
Absolutely.
You know, I was playing around with it earlier, and there's a lot of settings there on the side. It was all electronic, so at the start I was a little bit skeptical. I'm kind of used to the old school pull forward.
You need to join the future, my friend.
I need to join you in the future, and I'm glad for it, because after using this, it's quite nice, you know. You feel like you're getting the exact level of posture that you want, you know. No,
it's a good way. You look very comfortable as well.
Yeah, I feel very comfortable.
I'll add to that, as it is a frosty morning here in February time, which is never great in London. There's heated seats.
Oh, I like that.
Adds to it.
Yeah, nice for energy conservation as well.
Absolutely. What do you think of the dashboard? Because to me, it's pretty basic, nothing jumps out at me, but I do like this kind of splash of colour we have around the blue.
Yeah, it's like an electric blue going on. Well, you know, like, that's what I like about this car in general. I think it's, you know, it's not showy, it's not flashy, but they found that fine line between, you know, hitting over the top with just kind of sophisticated, elegant design, which I think it does. Yeah. Okay. And I thought that all over the car, actually. I mean, when you were showing me the outside, you know, it's not the car that when you pull up in a party, everybody is going to be standing out on the sidewalk just to see you come in.
Mm-hmm. No heads are being turned today.
Yeah, but there'll probably be 2 people out of the party that look at you come in and go like, oh yeah, nice car.
Well, let's move on to the touchscreen. It actually has sat-nav, which is not always a given these days.
Yeah, no, it isn't. How is it?
Actually pretty good. And look, you're not going to get the kind of iPad experience where it's all so sophisticated and seamless. Yeah. But I think it's as good as it's going to get for a car, at least for the
Really? Meantime. That good?
Well, we typed it in. I think it was like 2 or 3 steps, destination, or Regent Spark, obviously. With this, I think you can get the job done. Right. Which is awesome. It's also got Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. Yeah.
I expect it, but it's nice to have it.
Yeah, it's 2020, but I think it's still a nice touch.
Yeah, for sure.
Again, not always a given. It's got Bluetooth connectivity as well, so if you want to listen to Spotify or your tunes. Extra features on the car, so we've got climate control. Right. We've got dual zone climate control, actually. Driver only aircon as well. This button over here, give it a little press. There we go. Very selfish button, really, isn't it?
Very selfish button, but I like that. Yeah.
Sneaky.
Yeah, like if you've got the family
just
in
for
the
the
back,
driver,
you know,
just
I don't
for the
need
driver.
my kids wasting energy and all
Forget
that.
the kids.
I mean, I don't have them, but when I do have them, I know
they're
they're not getting any climate control.
Oh, what a terrible upbringing for them, eh? We've also got an EV mode as well, if we go back to the kind of electric side of things.
Very nice.
Whack that little button there, just to the left of your knee. So that puts you into electric mode. So over here we've got the display interface. Actually one of my favourite features of this car.
Oh, interesting.
I love the colours, the vibrancy, all the stats about the electric range for the EV side of things, and obviously how fast you're going, all the kind of basic stats you'd expect from a car. But it's shown in a great kind of high-tech way, which I think is really, really cool. Exactly.
Okay.
Got touch start over here as well, just to your left. So just wipe that in.
Ooh, silent as well.
There we go. Last thing I will add, obviously, is the rider experience is just as important.
Of course, yeah.
Almost as important.
If only we had a rider.
Enter our lovely cameraman, Tom.
Oh, hey guys.
How are we doing?
Oh, sorry, I must have missed you getting in the car.
Was
you have a habit of popping up?
Was you dozing off there by any chance? So can I ask you, Tom, how tall are you interest?
Like 5'11".
Okay, pretty tall. And how's the space in the back seats?
It's massive. I've got tons of room. Yeah, I reckon somebody slightly taller than me, like yourself, would probably have no problems back here.
Straight from the horse's mouth, there we go. Nice. So the rider experience would be pretty good.
Call him a horse.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
HR!
Where are we going, Tom?
Hyde Park if you can.
Oh, what a surprise.
That's a surprise, yeah.
So from Regent's Park to Hyde Park. Lovely. Okay. All right, Ish, are you ready for your first driving experience?
I'm ready. If Tom's happy, I'm happy.
Okay, let's get it in motion and off we go.
Okay, let's do it.
Right, it's your first time in this vehicle. You're driving off. Your first corner as well.
My
historic
first
moment.
turn.
There we go.
That was pretty smooth. Okay, Rich, tell me, what do I need to know?
You want to know some stats, don't you?
A little bit, yeah.
All right.
I love stats.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
45 kilowatt electric motor.
Okay.
1.6 litre petrol engine.
All right, that's decent.
Yeah, it is. 8 kilowatt battery capacity, which means you get 39 miles range out of the plug-in side of this vehicle.
Okay.
Total range, if you include everything together, petrol and the electric, is 660 miles.
Wow.
So any fear of you running out of petrol, running out of juice is clearly not the case.
You could almost do a week's work on that.
You could, oh yeah? Well, 2/3 maybe.
Yeah.
2/3, yeah. So that's some stats for you about the vehicle. Obviously it's exempt from the congestion charge until October 2021.
So you're saving that £11.50
£11.50 daily if you're going? Absolutely.
That adds up.
Yeah, in terms of charging times, for the 39 miles, you're looking at 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Okay.
So you can charge up, have a cappuccino, have some food, be on your way.
Yeah, do a crossword, read a book, watch an episode of Narcos on Netflix.
Okay, so in terms of charging, you're looking at a Type 2 charger / 3 pin domestic plug as well.
Oh, nice. So most have seen a Type 2 charger anyways.
Yeah,
I think
same with the Nissan Leaf as well.
Okay, here we go.
Stopped.
Ooh, it's a smooth drive, Rich, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I thought the same.
Yeah, and I feel that a little bit of that, I feel like it got some good grip on the ground. A little bit lighter maybe than the Prius plug-in.
So if you want, I can reel off some cool features about this car.
I always want.
Hill start assist control.
Yeah, love it.
Lane departure warning system.
Need it.
Electronic stability control.
Crave it.
Driver attention alert.
Desire it.
And anti-lock braking system.
Require it.
You definitely require that one,
yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
So there you go, some features reeled off there. Okay, so you've been driving this car for a while now.
Okay.
I want to get your opinion on something.
Yeah.
So you know the hybrid game very well with the Priuses and stuff like that, the electrics.
That's our bread and butter.
That's been coming into play for the last year or two now. But this plug-in, it kind of sits in between the hybrid and the fully electric.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on it overall? Not even just about this car, but generally speaking.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? I mean, we've been moving around, and we have the Prius plugins as well. There's some exciting plugins coming out now, like the E-Class plugin that we've also got. I can understand people who think, it's neither one or the other. You're dipping your toe into a bit of both.
An in-between car, isn't it? Really?
It's a very in-between car. However, the drive feels good. If you're smart enough, then there's definitely a way to make the most of it.
I can see 41 miles on the dashboard.
Yeah, so you've got plenty of range on it between the petrol and the electric. It's just whether or not you can be smart enough to drive it in a way that justifies a little bit the extra price. I think that's the kind of key takeaway.
And that's the thing. It's important that if you're gonna drive this car on a continuous basis, you're going to have to charge it and use that side of things, because otherwise you've essentially got a hybrid with a bigger battery, which is going to weigh the car down, and it won't be as efficient. So you need to charge that car up. I can see it clearly is on this occasion, which is fantastic.
Yeah. And look, mentally speaking, you're not going to be paying your congestion charges until, what is it, October 2021?
That's it, got a bit of time.
So, you know, you're saving up on those costs, which justifies a little bit of the extra price already. And in that time, you know, you'd be working towards owning what is, you know, a nice car. And when all is said and done, you know, you could own the Hyundai Ioniq hybrid.
Oh, there's one over there actually, funny enough.
You could own the Hyundai Ioniq hybrid, or you could own a plug-in, which, to be honest, will be more valuable than that.
Yeah.
When push comes to shove, you know. So
it just has to. I think it's just important we mention that it has to be used right.
Yeah.
And you've got to charge the vehicle.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just. I don't think it would be worth it, and I don't think it'd be fair of us to say otherwise. And this car specifically, I've been loving it so far.
Yeah, it's smooth. You know, it feels frictionless.
One thing we have to do before we wrap up this review, I want to see you do some rear parking.
Oh,
yeah, I need to test you out. You said you had 7.8 last time, was it?
I mean, I feel like I've been doing a lot of parking, and I'm not sure if I fully trust your judgment as a.
They call me the parking king. They call me the parking king.
They call you you call yourself the parking king. He's given everyone else unbelievably low scores. Where am I going? Over the bridge?
It's a scam. You're going straight over that bridge, my friend. Alright, this is our challenge for today. We need to review your parking again. Now that we've got the rear parking sensor, so always go for it.
I'm going.
Didn't even let me finish my sentence.
No, of course not.
Oh, it's not been perfect.
Oh,
the car
just took my spot. A car just took my spot.
Well, there's enough space for it.
There ain't enough space in this town for us both.
Oh, really badish. How much? I love it. You're getting beeps as well. Brilliant. Alright, I'm giving this a 2. I'm giving this review. I'm giving this car. That couldn't have gone any worse. Literally, the pressure was on. I could see it in your face. Demoralised.
I'm gonna move.
He's gonna move. You might just get out.
Yeah.
But
let's not do that.
No, that's perfect. That was the one. That was the review.
I'm going.
He's going. One turn.
Already I sense the
tension's
judgment.
building. Can we get some tense music in the background, please? There we go. Is he going to hit the curb? Oh, keep going.
Oh, really? Look at that. And you know what? Just slot back in. That's what I'll do.
No,
slot
hit the curb.
back in.
Hit the
I
curb.
have not hit the
I can
curb.
see it.
How dare you?
Don't move the wing.
dare you?
Don't move the wing mirrors.
There is no curb there at all.
You hit the curb.
No.
You hit the curb. You hit the curb.
In what world?
The world where you hit the curb, which is this world.
Be honest.
You've hit the curb.
Be honest.
You'd fail. You failed. 0 out of 10. Done. And we move on. Oh. Oh, God. Alright, so how about we head back to Otto HQ
Okay.
and review the car from top to bottom?
Okay. Where's Otto HQ?
Straight ahead. Alright, so we've done the exterior, done the interior. You've gone for the drive. Let's hear your opinion then. Let's get a rundown. Let's give me a driver experience.
Okay, for driver experience, I am going to give it a solid 4.2.
4.2? It's a pretty high score, one of our highest ones yet.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
What brought you to that decision?
I think what brought me to that decision is partly the fact that I didn't really notice the drive, and that's because it was quite smooth, it was quite comfortable. I felt like that with the whole car, you know, the way we talked about it not being, you know, particularly showy, but it gets the job done.
Absolutely.
Had good grip on the road, I felt in control. You know, it didn't have a lot of the other toys that some of the other cars we've seen have had, but I didn't really feel that was at a disadvantage.
Sure.
You know, it didn't have like some of that aerial parking that we've seen with other
well, talking
other
of
cars.
parking, I think we
Let's
should...
not get into it, all right?
Maybe we should a little bit.
Despite my
It was a poor performance.
lack of parking skill in this
you admit
experiment. I will admit it.
There we go.
However, regardless, I feel that like the tools they gave me were enough to get a good job done.
Yes, we can agree on that.
And I just feel, you know, like for PCO drivers in general, you know, if you can work out that balance between using your EV and your fuel and optimize it in that way, then I think, you know, shouldn't have any problems.
Yeah, that's a fair opinion. And if we're looking at the overall drive, so we're also looking at all the tech, the interior, the exterior, the shape, the size of the boot. If you put the whole package together for this car and its suitability for a PCO driver, what's your overall score?
I think I'm going to give it a 4.
4, okay.
Yeah.
It's a respectable score.
It is a
Still
respectable
one of our higher
score.
ones as well.
I think for PCO drivers, look, okay, let's be frank. I have a bias towards EVs. I make no qualms about it. I think going full EV is kind of the future where it's at. However, I respect that a lot of drivers like the plug-in experience.
Yeah, it sits in between the hybrid and the full EV range, and there's also suitability reasons why someone might not be able to, at this moment in time, take that full step.
Exactly, and it's a balancing act. So if you can be intelligent with your charging and your fuel optimization, then you know you shouldn't have any problems at all. So for that reason, I think it's definitely a good car. But for me, it doesn't fully have what an EV might be able to offer you. That being said, boot space ample, could be bigger, but enough. General drive seemed good. I think Tom, our cameraman, had a good time in the back seat, which is obviously important because you're thinking about that rating for PCO drivers. And I think the look, while not showy, wasn't flashy. You're not going to be the person who comes into the party with all the eyeballs on you, but you're in a sturdy, solid, good-looking vehicle. I think what more could you want, really?
Good score, good review. Thank you. It's been fun. We should do it again sometime.
Yeah, you excited for the next one?
I am. So what's in store for me?
Well, look, my mouth is sealed. I can tell you that it could potentially, maybe, be a fast one, but you and viewers will have to stay tuned. Obviously you can subscribe if you want.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Absolutely. All right, well until next time, thank you.
Thank you very much.